Welcome to Family Product Reviews. If you are new here, support us by subscribing. Today we will be reviewing the first year's 2-in-1 simple serve bottle warmer. Quickly warm bottles of breast milk or formula sanitize pacifiers. Compact design, holds wide, narrow, and angled bottles. It switches off pretty soon. Once it switch it off, the warmer doesn't switch on until it cools it down. Great features includes 2 small and 2 large bottles, complete with their own top switch when your baby needs more food. Okay, roll the dice, and that was how they came up with the number on the chart. The general idea is that you dump a pre-measured amount of water into the unit, and it gets heated into steam by a hot plate at the bottom. The steam heats the bottle, and you swirl the breast milk or formula to even out the hot spots. This is a great value. You get a good number of bottles and accessories in this set. All you do is pour a little bit of water in, and press the lever. It only needs a minute or 2 to make milk from the fridge warm enough for baby. This warmer does a good job of taking the edge off cold formula from the fridge. This bottle warmer is probably the best 16 I've spent for the sheer convenience of being able to warm a bottle quickly. Like others have mentioned, it takes an incredibly long time to warm a bottle in a pan of hot water when you have a crying baby who wants to eat immediately, so this little product is great since it only takes a few minutes to warm up a bottle. There is definitely a bit of a learning curve to this product so that you get the temperature you want every time. Finally, the measurements for the water that are provided with the warmer are not accurate at all. The bottle warmer comes with a vial to measure the exact amount of water, so that was pretty convenient. It is a little trial and error at first to determine exactly how much water is needed to heat the bottle, but their recommendations are pretty close. You have to measure a certain amount of water with a little vial and drop it in. However, it is complex to figure out, with different water required for room temp versus cold, breast milk versus. There is a chart that comes with it that you have to consult, so do not throw out the instructions. And be very good at measuring perfectly so it isn't too hot, but really so nice. This thing technically does the job it claims to do, but it's not at all predictable. In the beginning all of our bottles were either way too hot, which is a huge problem when you've got a screaming, hungry baby who isn't in the mood to wait. Seems to take a while to get a bottle to warm, and can be uneven with heat at times. The little bit of milk on the outside of the bottle burns up in it, and leaves weird orange-brown stuff in it, but it takes no time to wipe out. I've thoroughly researched bottle warmers, and for the value to price ratio, this is the best product on the market. The one that worked seemed to do so as intended, so if they work on quality control for more consistent batches of working versus leaky bottles, this would be a good product. The nice thing is it comes with a predefined water vial for setting the time, and it does auto shut off. Brown's bottle, on the other hand, she took it 2 weeks, and has had absolutely no problems with. The milk does get trapped between the 2 nipples, but it's easy enough to squeeze the sides, and get it to drip back into the bottle. Be sure to carefully measure water to heat, and test bottle before giving to baby. Our was always way too hot. Even for 1 milliliter of water, and a 3 or 4 ounces bottle. Also, it's hard to gauge the time required to heat a bottle. It varies a lot by material, glass, plastic, and amount in the bottle, so if you misjudge, you end up running it under hot cold water most of the time anyways. The little water measuring doohickey is not very helpful in the guessing game to time it correctly. This device simply steam heats bottles with a vial of water you dump onto a hot stone. Ratio of amount of water to how hot it gets is always changing, even with the same temp of milk. But not much better than pouring fresh boiled water in a small Pyrex, putting the bottle in, and timing 3 minutes. They were a little tricky to get the hang of at first, and there are quite a few pieces to keep track of, but absolutely worth it. Brown bottle warmer, but it's too big to carry along on short trips and vacations. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, and leave your comments below.